All right, your workout for today is a rough one. It is named after me, but you can thank Jason for this workout. He created it. So it's called VP. My last name used to be Perry. It is 4 time 25 deadlifts, 25 hang power cleans, 25 front squats, 25 thrusters, 25 power snatches, 25 overhead or goblet squats if you're not using a bar, 25 rows or pull-ups if you have a pull-up bar, 25 V-snap sit-ups or hanging leg raises or toes to bar if you have that available, 25 push press or handstand push-ups if those are in your wheelhouse, 25 jump squats, or if you have a wall ball, you can do those wall balls is what's prescribed, 25 box jumps or step-ups, and then 25 burpees to finish it all off. So it is 12 movements, 25 reps of each. My birthday is December 25th, so that is why you have to do all this work. It is a 30-minute time cap. It is going to be tough to get all this done in 30 minutes, but morning class, almost everyone did. You just got to make sure you adjust and pace appropriately, okay? So adjusting the weight, it shouldn't be a heavy weight. It should be light to moderate at max as far as weight that you're going to use. You're going to use the same weight pretty much for any of the dumbbell or barbell movements, depending on what you're using. But keep it on the light side. It's a lot of volume, so that will be a great workout even without much weight. You just basically want something to hold on to, okay, and focus on your positions. So as far as strategy, break everything up. You're not going to do anything unbroken. A little extra strategy before you do your front squats, your last hang power clean, maybe you're going to do your 24th, take a break, and then do your 25th to get at your shoulders, and then you can go right into the front squats, just one extra rep that you have to do. But feel free to adjust the reps as well, okay? We need to get every movement done in about 2.5 minutes. Some's going to take, like deadlifts, you'll be done that no problem, but something like the hang power cleans or the power snatches, that might take a little bit longer. So feel free to adjust the reps. Maybe you're doing 20 of everything instead of 25. Maybe you're doing 15 of everything, okay? Especially if this is your first time doing this workout or you're new, just take it a little more easy and focus because there's a lot going on. Yeah, slow and steady. If you're going to do it as prescribed or whatever, just remember it's 30-minute time cap, so maybe it's an AMRAP and you're going to see how far you can get, okay? This is your workout, so just be gentle with yourself. So your warm-up is actually going to be going through each movement and doing at least 5 reps, okay? I would say starting the deadlifts, we'll maybe do 10, and then everything else is just 5, just to sort of feel it out. Remember what we're doing. That's going to be part of the hard part of this workout is remembering what you're doing. So you might want to write this down or keep this screen up so that you can remember what comes next because a lot's going on, okay? So deadlifts, I'm going to do everything with dumbbells, but if you have a barbell, you can obviously use a barbell instead. But grab something light to start with, and this may be what you stay with for the workout. Don't feel like you have to go any heavier. So deadlifts, feet underneath your hips, nice big belly. We're going to come to mid-shin, and then we're driving to the feet, squeezing our butt to stand. Okay, so I want you to actually do 10 deadlifts to start, okay, for your workout. Once you're done 10 deadlifts, you're going to do 5 hang power cleans. So hang power cleans, if you're in that same position, you're going to slide down to knees or anywhere above, okay? You should make sure that your knees aren't coming forward here so they stay over the ankles. And then we're just going to drive, squeeze, and jump it to the shoulders, okay? Landing in a partial squat, and then standing up, resetting our feet, and then going again. So you're going to keep a hold of that barbell, sliding down and up. So you're going to do 5 of those, okay? Once you're done 5 of those, the dumbbells are on your shoulders. Your feet should be a little bit wider when you're jumping, okay? So feet are more so under the shoulders or a little wider than that deadlift stance. Elbows are going to stay forward, and you're going to get as deep as you can, okay, in that position, driving to the heels to stand, squeezing at the top. Okay, we're going to try to not let our elbows come forward or our chest come forward, so get as low as you can without that happening. If you're having knee issues, just don't go as deep, okay? So go to a position that you can maintain. It's a lot of reps, so keep that a little easier than normal if there's some knee or whatever issues going on. Okay, after you've done your front squats, then we're going to do a thrusters, which is basically a front squat with a press overhead. So you're going to keep that same position for the front squat, as deep as you're going. As you come up to the last little bit, you're going to squeeze your butt and drive those dumbbells or barbell off your shoulder. Okay, if you are using a barbell, I want you to try to keep the weight of that barbell on your shoulders rather than on your wrists. And then you're driving off and then reconnecting at the top. Okay, so as much as you can, barbell stays on the shoulders, not your wrists, so your wrists get a little bit of a break. So 5 of those thrusters. Then, if you're using a dumbbell, you're going to drop to 1 dumbbell. Barbell is just going to be in that wide grip. You should know that if you're going to do that version. So feet are going to be wider. We've got a lot of power snatches. So butt down, chest up. Just make sure that butt's not here. We're not pulling up with our back. We're still using our legs even though they're tired. Driving through and squeezing at the top. You can do a little hop if you like. And then you can either switch in the air or switch at the bottom. Make sure you take that time to set up. And you're going to do the other side. Okay, for our warm-up, let's do 6, 3 per side rather than 5. 5 if you're just using that barbell. After you're done power snatches, you're going to do, if you have, or you're using a barbell, obviously you can use your barbell, or even if you want to practice that overhead squat with a stick, okay, that arm should be straight when the bar is in this crease of your hip. You're going overhead. You're getting your same squat stance and everything else. And then same thing, we're trying to keep that stick over the middle of our foot on the way down, okay? So you might have to push back a little bit, but it shouldn't look like this with our chest forward and our shoulders back, okay? Stay as tall as you can. If you can't get all the way down with that position, just come to a partial squat and then coming up, okay? If you're not using that, then you're going to do a goblet squat, so just grabbing your dumbbell head at the end, keeping it nice and close to your body, and then we're going to go into our squats. Again, a lot of squats. I do like squats, okay? Then after that, you're going to do rows. So if you have rings, you can do ring rows. If you have a pull-up bar and you want to do pull-ups with bands or not bands, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, we're going to do a bench over row. We've done lots of these. So feet in that deadlift stance underneath your hips. We're going to reach that butt back. The knees and the shins are going to stay parallel and the arms are going to hang. Proud chest. And then you're going to roll to your end range, okay, about belly button position, wherever that is, but proud chest, shoulders back and down, big belly, okay? You should feel the back of those hamstrings holding you up. You shouldn't feel your back doing a lot of that work. So you can do 5 of those for your warm-up. Then we're coming down to V-snaps or sit-ups. So if you're doing sit-ups, if you have an ab mat or a pillow, let's grab that from behind our back. Sit-ups all the way down to your head or your shoulders touch, and then all the way up to your hips, or your shoulders are in front of the hips, okay? Then other option for V-snaps, arms and legs are extended. You're going to option 1, bringing the knees into the chest, reach for the heels, and then back down, okay? Or try to straighten your legs and your arms and meet in the center as best as you can, and then back down, okay? Then after you've done 5 of those of your variation, you're going to do push press. Okay, like I said, if you have handstand push-ups, you're welcome to do that. But otherwise, we're going to do push press with dumbbells ideally rather than a barbell, but you can also do this with a barbell. So feet are underneath those hips. We're going to stay nice and tall, so we're just bending our knees. Okay, we're sliding down that wall. We're not letting that butt go back and those shoulders go forward. So we're sliding down the wall just a couple inches and then squeezing our butt and pressing overhead. Okay, doing your best overhead position. If that overhead position, something's going on with your shoulders, okay, change this into a push-up instead of the overhead press, okay, or change it to a strict press so it's not so jarring. If you want to work on that range of motion but keep it light, just use that upper body so we're staying strict and going to this position, okay, if you want to work in that range. Then after that is jump squat, so it's just another squat, a regular squat. All we're going to do is at the top, we're just going to do a little hop. Okay, that's all it is, just a little hop. If you're like, okay, I've done enough flexion on my knee, if you have knee issues, then change this one into a glute bridge, okay, or a hip thruster. Okay, so put that weight on your hips, drive to the heels and squeeze up, okay, to give that knee a little bit of break if you're working through something like that. But don't rush the jump squat, so control, it's just like a squat, we're just leaving the ground at the top, so there's just a little more exposure at the top, okay? And then second last one is box jumps. So whatever you have, you can use the stairs. Lots of people are using the stairs today. You can stack the weights if you have those, or if you have a stepper or something. 2-footed hop, jump. I'm not going to jump because of my knee, but jump 2-footed hop at the top, stand on up, okay? Or you can do a step up. If you're doing a step up, try to do a little higher as long as that knee is feeling okay, just because it's going to be a little bit easier of a movement. 25 of those. So step ups, you're going to do, one's going to go one, you're going to get one more on one side, big deal. And then last one to finish it all off is burpees. So full burpee all the way down to the ground, all the way up, jump or step back, okay? You could do a top end burpee as well. Make sure if you're doing that top end, those wrists stay under the shoulders and that butt stays nice and high. We're not dropping our hips or keeping our butt up, okay? Again, jump or step back. And then you can do either of those in an elevated position, okay? So maybe I'm doing it on my bench, and I'm going to do a push-up and step in, okay? Maybe that's my version, or alternating, whatever you want, 25 burpees. If you are close to that 30-minute mark, let's say you have like 10 burpees left and you're at 30 minutes, finish the burpees and get yourself a time if you feel like that's what you want to do today. But yeah, have fun with this one and feel free to send me messages of how it made you feel. Thanks, guys.